Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If it's your first time here, hello, my name is Jessica. Subscribe to my channel, and while you're at it, turn on that notification bell. That way you can be notified every time I upload a brand new video. As you guys can see by the title, in today's video, I'm going to be trying some TikTok makeup trends as well as some of their makeup hacks. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So the first hack that I want to try is a foundation hack. So I'm going to put the video up right here so that way you guys can see it. And I'm going to just basically follow along what the TikTok says to do.
Change your whole routine and try this instead. Moisturize first. Then after moisturizing, take some translucent powder. I usually use the Fit Me one, and I just lightly dab it all over my face, not too much. Then take some setting spray. It could be any setting spray. I usually use the NYX one. After the setting spray, take a primer and just put your primer. Also, wait for the setting spray to dry first. Then just put on your foundation and just see what happens and how amazing your fucking makeup is gonna look. And it's gonna stay on 24/7 and it's not gonna crease.
So the first thing she said to do was to moisturize. I have not moisturized my skin yet, so I'm going to be using the Curology moisturizer. I'm gonna take about 2 pumps or 3 pumps of this and apply it all over my face. My hands are clean, by the way. For translucent powder, I'm going to be taking this one from Milk Makeup, and it is their Blur and Set Matte Loose Setting Powder. I'm using the shade Translucent, and I'm going to take that on this big fluffy powder brush from Flower Beauty. Then she said to take a setting spray and apply it to the face. So I'm going to take this one from Smashbox. This is their Photo Finish Setting Spray. So I'm just going to take a little bit. Let me see if the spray works first. Okay, yeah, it does. So I'm gonna spray this. And I'm just gonna let this dry. So she did say to go in with a primer. I don't use primer. I don't have a primer that I'm like in love with or that I know works. So I'm going to skip that step and move straight to foundation next. For foundation, I'm going to be using this one right here from Maybelline. This is their Super Stay Foundation. I really love this one. It has really good coverage, and I use 2 different shades to get my perfect shade. So I take the shade 118, which is the lighter one, and then 140, which is a tanner one. Depending on how fair or how tan I am, I'll use like more or less of the other one. So I'm going to take a few pumps and put it right here on this little spatula that I have, and then apply it or buff it into the skin with this flat top kabuki brush from Sigma. So this is the foundation all done, and I think it looks pretty good. I don't see any sort of like cleaniness from the translucent powder or anything like that. What I'm hoping that this does is keeps my skin a little bit more matte, because I do have oily skin, and whenever I use these foundations alone, I'll start to get really oily throughout like maybe within an hour or 2 of wearing the foundation. So I'm hoping that this powdering before foundation technique kind of controls my oil a little bit more. So I guess we'll see how that goes. So let's move on to the next hack or trend. This next trend is the facelift concealer hack. So I have seen this hack so much on not only TikTok, but like on Pinterest, on Instagram. It's just super popular, and it's like that very supermodel-esque, like lifted eyes, lifted face kind of vibe. So we're gonna try and achieve that today with some concealer. So let's watch this TikTok and see how they do it.
I'm going to show you this life-changing facelift concealer hack. This is how I used to do my concealer, triangle under the eye. It's a very bright, very dramatic concealer everywhere. With this technique, you strategically place it on the inner and outer corner of the eye going upwards, and this will lift the face. If you have dark circles, just use a color corrector before your concealer. This uses less product, so it looks more natural, but you can use it for everyday or dramatic looks. I always set my concealer with a powder just to make sure that nothing creases. This is literally a facelift without the surgery, and your face will be snatched.
Ooh, I love her makeup at the end right there. So pretty. Okay, so she took concealer and applied it to 4 areas of the face. I don't have any concealers that are like super duper light. The only one that I have is like this one, but I guess I'll use this one instead because I don't want it to be like too light and then it be a train wreck. So I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 10. So she first applied it to the inner corner. So I'm going to just take a little bit and put it right in there. And then she took some and put it on the outer corner. And then she took some on the side of her nose and in the corner of the mouth. Okay, so there's the placement of the concealer. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's not a whole lot lighter than the color of my foundation. So once I blend it out and see that it didn't really make a difference, I'll go in with the lighter one and hope that it makes it a little bit more dramatic. So I'm just gonna take this Flower Beauty brush and just blend this out. Here's the concealer all blended in. And I don't notice like a huge difference other than just like this little part on the outside where it just kind of like really shapes that in. But then again, I don't have any concealer on my lids, so they still kind of have their natural color. So I'm just gonna quickly apply some concealer onto my lids because we are gonna be moving on to eyeshadow next.
So here are my eyes done, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't love how this looks. Just not on my eyes personally. Also, I don't know how to do this, not very good at this. So I did throw on some lashes to try and make it look a little bit better. I don't know, what do you guys think? Can you even see? Do my eyes even look lifted? I think not. So this hack was a fail. It also could have been the application process. Maybe I just didn't apply it correctly. This one was a fail for me. It's definitely these eyelashes too. I feel like they're just not even. So we're gonna move on.
This next trend is going to be the laminated eyebrow trend. I have seen this all over social media, and I also feel like feathery brows and like a more natural looking brow overall is kind of the wave this year, as where in previous years it's been like that very structured, very bold brow, and I'm kind of living for that more like natural brow. I just feel like A, we probably don't even have to use as much product, B, it probably takes less time, so we're about to find out. Her eyebrows are so pretty. I'm literally so jealous that mine don't look like that because as you can tell right now, they just are not the vibe. So let's get started on this brow hack. So the first thing that she used was the Got To Be hair gel. Now I don't have the hair gel that she was using in particular. She was using the one in the yellow bottle. I have this one that comes in the black bottle. This is the Invincible Styling Gel. So I'm gonna be trying this instead. And then she also used the Lime Crime Bushy Brow Pen. I have this one in the shade Smoky. So first she took a really small amount of this product. Well, not this exact product, but a very similar product. And then she put it all through her brows and then kind of just like pressed it in there. Now, I don't know if she let the eyebrow gel dry before going in with the spoolie or not because it didn't really specify. That's the thing about TikTok videos is that sometimes you don't know exactly what they're doing. You kind of have to just guess by looking at the video. So I guess I'm gonna just go ahead and start spooling it out right now. And on the other brow, I guess I'll try it a different way. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing those brush-like hair strokes on this eyebrow. I guess I'll start where I have like the most sparseness, which for me would be like towards the top of the brow. I feel like I put too much gel on to where this is not even like clinging to the skin. Like it definitely has product, it's just not like applying it to my skin. I just cannot seem to get it to work. Maybe I just suck at this. Let's be real, it's probably just that. This isn't working, so I'm just gonna switch over to powder because I feel like powder just can't go wrong with good old powder. So here are the brows, and honestly, I just feel like it was way too much work and just not really worth it for me to do it this way. So I'm gonna just say that that's a fail, not really for me, but maybe I can keep trying and get a little bit better. So let's move on to the next hack. This next hack is from Nikki Tutorials, and she is showing us how to contour our nose in a really simple way. So let's watch.
First, you're gonna need your bronzer. Take the bronzer on a brush, and literally what you start doing is bronze your entire nose from tip all the way to the bridge. It's gonna look like a mess right now, but trust me, we will pull through. Okay, now here's the trick. You take your face powder and a dry beauty blender, and you're gonna snatch the sides. The more you bring this in, the smaller your nose is gonna look. So we're gonna make this as big as you like. Like literally, look how small that looks already. Don't forget the bridge. I'm gonna make that nice and light as well. Boo! Take a big face breath, oh my god, English, what even is it? And start buffing all of this out until it's soft. Some highlighter to just the tip and the bridge, and you're done.
Okay, so it looks pretty easy. I hopefully can manage to do this. For bronzer, I'm going to be taking the Hoola Benefit Bronzer, and on this big fluffy brush, I'm just going to do as she said and just kind of apply that all over the nose. Then she grabbed a face powder. I'm going to be using this one right here from Discover Beauty. It's in a little trio. I'm going to be using the lightest shade, and she used a beauty sponge to kind of carve it out. So I'm just going to take some on my beauty sponge here. This is the Real Techniques beauty sponge, and then just carve out the sides and then put a little bit down the bridge. I'm not very good at nose contouring, and if this can help, that'd be great. Again, she didn't specify how long she left it on there, so I'm just gonna leave it on for 2 minutes just to be safe, and then come back and just like buff it away. So I got my big powder brush here, and I'm just going to buff it away, kind of like she said, until it's all softened up. I feel like that hack actually worked. Yay, I managed to do something right today in this video. So, and then she finished it off with some highlight on the tip of her nose. I'm gonna be taking my holy grail highlighter ever. Love this one. This is the Anastasia and Amrezy highlight. Love this. If they still have this in stock, you need this in your life because it's seriously so good. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit to the tip and then the bridge, and it's so blinding. Like, as you can see, the tippy top of my nose is already so shiny. And the last makeup hack that I'm gonna try is for the lips, and this is to contour your lips, make them look plump, make them look full. So let's watch. Okay, so that one also doesn't look too bad or too hard, so let's give it a try. So first, she took some highlighter and put it on her Cupid's bow. So again, dipping back into the ABH one, I'm just gonna apply some to the Cupid's bow. Maybe I applied a little bit too much. Looks like I got a milk stash. And then she took a contouring powder. I'm gonna go back into this little trio and then contoured like the edges and underneath the lip. And then she applied her lip combo like normal. I'm just gonna use my Holy Grail lip combination ever, which is the NYX Cosmetics Ever Lip Liner and the Sephora lipstick in Charmer. I don't think they have this anymore, which I'm so sad about because this is literally like my favorite lipstick of all time. But, you know, what can I do? And that's the lip combination all done. What do you guys think? I feel like from afar, doesn't look too bad, but when you look up close, it looks a little crazy. What do you guys think about all these TikTok hacks? Have you tried any for yourself? And if you have, let me know down in the comments below. I would love to know if you've tried any of these yourself and if you like them or not. So yeah, you guys, that's pretty much the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, that way you can be notified every time I upload a brand new video. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!